Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be all about laser hair removal, specifically with this handheld laser IPL device. You've probably seen these all over the internet, social media, etc. The last time I actually did a video on laser hair removal and one of these devices was about a year ago, so I figured it would be a great time to do an updated video. This one actually just came in the mail, and using these devices are a really great way for hair removal. The key is that you have to be consistent, which I will get into in the video, but also you save so much money using these devices. It's a really affordable way for hair removal. So I'm going to get into all of that, kind of go over what's inside the box, how to use this, give a demo, the benefits of it, all you need to know, etc. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and the notification bell down below. And without further ado, if you guys like to find out more about IPL laser hair removal with this device right here, then just keep watching. This is the device that just came in the mail. It is affordable. It's on Amazon. I will have it linked down below. Now, I do own other lasers, but two things typically happen. One is that I get going because you do have to be consistent with these, which I will get into. You have to be consistent with these to see, the desired results in whatever area you're focusing on for hair removal. And I'll get going after like 4 or 5 weeks, and then like something happens and I fall off the bandwagon, and in this case, I can't find where my laser hair removal device is. So this is perfect. Also, we've got kind of spring and summer. Summer's further, obviously, but we have kind of like bikini season, bathing suit season, and a couple months spring break. So I wanted to start focusing on some areas for hair removal, get back on that bandwagon. So that's why I thought it'd be a great video to make for you guys as well, to share this with you, kind of unbox it for you. So these you've seen probably all over the place, and what's great about these devices is that you can do them from the convenience of your own home, and you save so much money. You own these for life. If you go for like laser hair removal treatments at med spas, you could be spending hundreds of dollars, and you got to keep going and keep going and keep going. Whereas this, you're going to own this for life, and you can do it in the convenience of your own home. And then also, if you pay for kind of like waxing, which is like, ouch, this actually does not hurt. You're going to see me demo it. Waxing also, it's not permanent, and you have to go back, and it can be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And again, ouch, don't want to do that. So that's where these devices come in handy. Upon opening the box, we have the little pamphlet with the instructions, which I'm going to be referring to periodically. And then also, which I've never seen in any of these devices, included with any of these devices before, is this little chart, and it says need to know about use. And it basically walks you through on the top, as you can see, what you can use it on, what you can't. For example, don't use this on tattoos. If there's hair and you have tattoos on your arm, for example, do not use this laser because it could interfere with a tattoo. Do not use this on sunburned skin. Don't use this if you're pregnant, obviously. So just some precautions. And then they include some goggles. Now, I've had devices include goggles, not include goggles. It's totally up to you. But what's nice about these devices, they're not only for hair removal, you can also rejuvenate your skin with them as well. So if you were going to be using this primarily on your face, say you wanted to use this for hair removal, maybe like up on your upper lip, definitely put the goggles on. But if I'm doing my arms, my underarms, my bikini area, I'm not really going to use the goggles, but it's totally up to you. So I'll just open this box up quick if I can, just to show you guys that it does include the goggles. So yeah, that's what they look like. They're actually more glasses than goggles, but still, they do include the protective eyewear. Actually, no, hold on a second. They actually include razors too, which I will also get to, but they include 2 razors, so that's nice. One blue, one pink. I didn't even know that. I'm gonna just set that aside right here. And then next, I'm assuming that this is just the plug with the USB to plug in, so I'm gonna be undoing this and plugging it in a second. So it comes with that. And then last but not least, the star of the show is the actual laser device. So I've had ones that are smaller. This one's a little bit bigger, but honestly, I like the ones with the handles because they're just easier to operate. I have ones that you kind of just hold like this, and sometimes it's kind of hard to, go through certain areas. I like the handle. It just makes it easier and more precise. So this is what this one is. There might have been a few different colors. So I have the rose gold one. And obviously that's where we're going to be plugging in the USB plug. And then this is the screen right there that we're going to be using to turn on. So basically, I kind of read through the instructions before just to kind of sum up things for you. So if you've never done this before, you're obviously going to want to start on one of the lowest levels. I think this goes up to, I believe, 10 levels, or level 10. Obviously, the higher level, the better results you're going to see, or the more powerful the laser is going to be. But starting off, they do recommend to do kind of like a skin patch test. I've used these before, so I kind of know what to expect. And for me, I'm not going to obviously go right to a 9 because I haven't done this in a while, but I probably will, maybe for the sake of this video, maybe do it at like a 2 or a 3. So just make sure when you are using these to kind of read through. Next, depending on what area you are going to be doing, they do recommend to have the area shaved so there is not really any hair. As opposed to using it when you haven't shaved. It just, you know, works better. All these devices, they tell you to shave before you're going to be using. Make sure that the area is dry, and then do not put, especially if you're doing your underarms, which I'm going to, that's one of the areas I want to combat. Don't put deodorant or anything on, or even lotions for that matter. If you're doing your legs or your arms, you want to have it dry and clean and shaved to use the laser on. Afterwards, you can go in with that stuff, but I've made that mistake before, so that's another like little precaution that you should kind of pay attention to. But other than that, it's like really easy. I'm just looking through the pamphlet to kind of see if there's anything else I need to talk about before I show you the demo and get into it. It does say that after 8 weeks, oh, here, this is what I was actually looking for earlier, because some devices have different timelines and recommendations and how many times a week to use them and whatever. So for this particular device, it says the first 1 to 4 weeks, you use 3 times a week. Then the next 4 to 8 weeks, you use twice a week. And then after 8 weeks, once a week. So you do, and this is what I was saying earlier, you have to be consistent with these. So for me, I want to focus on my underarms. I'm not going to show you that today. I will insert a picture before and after of my underarms using this. I'm going to do it a little bit later. Since I have deodorant on, I can't really do that right now, and I need to shave beforehand. But my underarms, I think it's partially because I am half Italian, so I have, you know, some darker hair growth under here, and there's some of you that can relate to me. I know my sister were like the same. I can shave my underarms, and no matter what happens, they never look shaved. It gets really frustrating, so that's where this device is going to come in handy. And then I was also contemplating on focusing on my bikini area as well. The good thing with these devices too is that they're really quick to use, really easy. So you might think 3 times a week, but honestly, it takes a few minutes. It's not like overwhelming or anything. So I'm gonna plug this in and we'll get into the demo portion. As you can see, it is turned on and it says 999,999, and that's how many flashes are left. So I think it'll be good for years, if not maybe decades. So that's how many flashes that it comes with, but really sleek design. I really like it. It's not too loud either, which is nice. I'm sure you can probably hear it. So this button right here is obviously where we are going to be using to have the flashes come out, depending on where we want to put it. So next is this button right here that's got the plus and minus. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I'm going to kind of adjust the level. So I'm going to go up to 3 for the sake of this video. But that was really easy. Again, other devices, it's kind of tricky to figure out how to work this. This is pretty self-explanatory. So I am going to test this out on my arm just to show you how like painless this is, how easy it is. Tonight I am going to start doing my underarms most likely, so I will insert a before and after picture from one use. I have it on level 3. As you can see, right now I've got my finger on this button here. I'm going to set it down, and you have to make sure that this screen right here is flat down touching the surface, or the laser isn't, or not the, sorry, the flash is not going to go off. There you go. And then you're going to move it. Now, when I'm actually going to be doing my underarms, I like to do like 2 or 3 flashes at a time and then move on. But it just feels like a warm sensation. It doesn't really feel like much. It doesn't even feel like a pinch for that matter. So it just feels like a warming kind of sensation. So yeah, you just want to make sure that you have this directly flat down. And there is also a mode, I'm going to turn this off now, but you can see that I've already used, what, like 10 flashes, or I think I did 20, you probably only saw 10, but it is counting the amount of flashes that you use. So I'm gonna turn this off. You just hold the power button down, it says off. Super, super easy to use. Like you probably wouldn't even have to look at the instructions. It's that easy, which I actually appreciate. There also is a mode, it's a continuous mode. If you don't want to keep pressing, then there's a mode where you can just keep doing this so you don't have to keep pressing, but I just like to keep it pressed down anyways and then just move along there. You do have to continue using this for weeks, be consistent about it. I definitely wanted to share this with you. It's portable, you can bring this traveling. It's not really heavy. I know it kind of looks heavy, but it's not. Let me know in the comments down below if you've used any of these laser IPL devices for home use. What have your results been? Are you thinking about trying this one out? I'd be curious to find out, but anyways, that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.